Welcome dear students to my YouTube channel. Now as you can read here, this is the last part of chapter number 2. Through this video I am going to teach you the basic fundamentals of how to use the Synfig software. Therefore, do not skip any portion of the video. Watch the video from the starting till the end. Otherwise, from chapter number 3 to 5 you will not be able to understand the thing, neither you will be able to do the practicals. Another thing, if you haven't yet downloaded the software, the link is given in the description of the previous video, that is part 1. You can download the thing and then you can do the practicals, whatever are taught in this chapter or whatever things are explained in this chapter, that you can do it in your computer. So let's begin. Today I am going to teach you the fundamentals of Synfig program. So I click on start menu, and since I had opened it recently, so it is displayed here. Otherwise you have to type it from the search menu. Fine. Now Synfig Studio. Now when I open this Synfig Studio, it will open like this way. All the things will be in a separate pane. All the panes will be separate. Then you can adjust it according to your need. Fine. Now these all things, different panels or different things, I had explained you in the previous video. If you have not watched the video, please watch that video. Now today, first thing is to open a new file. Now whenever you start the Synfig Studio, already a new file has only been opened. So otherwise, to open a new file, there are 3 different ways. It could be asked in the MCQs. 3 different ways. Remember, first thing is from file menu, new option. Another thing is by clicking here on this white color thing, that is also new thing, it will open a new file. And another thing is you have to click on this small square which is given here, which is known as caret sign. Remember the word caret. Okay, when I click on caret, a new menu will open like this way. Okay, from that you will get file menu, and from that you can select new option and open a new file. Fine. Now another thing is, after opening a new file, the second thing is you have to set the properties of that file. Now generally the properties are set from the file menu in all the programs, but this program is a little bit awkward, so the properties are given in edit menu. So from the edit menu I go to the last option, that is properties. Now which things can I set from here? First thing, the name of the presentation, or name of the canvas, I am sorry. So I leave it Synfig Animation 1, since we are just beginning the thing. In the description, whenever you want to type something, you can type something in the description. Second thing is, you can set the image size. For example, you are preparing an animation from for your mobile screen, some moving wallpaper or something like that way. Then what is the aspect ratio of your mobile screen? And what is the size? According to that you can set the width and height. Fine. Now next thing is timing. Basically, this software looks like a paint program, but it is not simple paint program. Here you will be able to create 2-dimensional animation. Now animation is made up of so many frames. Remember this thing, that when the frame moves, and when you change the position of the shape, then the animation is created. Now per second, by default there are 24 frames. This could be asked in the MCQ, please remember the thing. Per second there are 24 frames. So from here you can set the number of frames. By default this is the thing. Starting frame will be numbered as 0f. 0 indicates second, that is 0 second, and f indicates frame. End time is 5s. Okay, so this animation which you will prepare will be of 5 seconds. That also you can change from here. Now other thing is not there in your course, so I am not teaching you the thing. So all these settings you have to do and then click on OK. At present I am not changing any of the settings. Another thing is the toolbox which is located here. Okay, now before I teach you the toolbox, two main things. First thing is that this chapter is the basic thing where I am teaching you the fundamentals of Synfig. Now till chapter number 5, the practicals of Synfig will go on. So suppose if you don't understand all these concepts, fine, then in the next videos you will not be able to understand anything. And second thing is, all those who are new on my channel or are already watching my videos and haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe the channel so you may receive the regular updates. Fine, now we continue further. Now from this toolbox I begin with a simple thing, that is these many tools. First I will teach you how to use or what are these tools. So the first tool is circle. Now when I use any of the tool, its effect will be seen here. Remember this thing. Okay, this is tool representing the tool options. Okay, this arrow is representing the tool options. So when I select any tool, these things will be displayed here. Another thing, this is the Parma panel or params panel, means the parameter of the shape which I have drawn here will be displayed here. So whenever I touch any tool, the reflection will be seen here and here also, both the places. Now this is the main canvas wherein we are supposed to draw the shapes and create the animation. I zoom it little bit. Fine. Now I click on circle. Now as soon as I click on circle, here the tool options of circle will be displayed. These tool options are like splash screen. As soon as I finish drawing the circle, all the tool options will get disappeared. Remember. So suppose if you want to set any of the tools from here, then just now you have to set. Now which thing I have kept active? I have put a tick mark here on create circle layer, create outline blind, then create advanced outline blind, create region blind, create plant blind. So many options are there that I will teach you later on. Just now I am also putting a tick mark on create outline blind. That means I want to create an outline of the circle also. Fine. Now we come to these two things. Here two colors are displayed, pink color, okay, and blue color. So what is pink color? This color is fill color or background color. Whatever shape you will draw, that shape will be filled with this color, while this color will be displayed in the outline. So I draw a circle. So here you can see that the circle is filled with pink color and blue color is the outline to that circle. Now as I told you, it will be reflected here, and after drawing the circle, this thing will get disappeared. Now I want to select the circle tool, then I have to click on this tool, transform tool. Remember this arrow which is the same of my mouse pointer. When I click here, that circle will get selected, okay, and the tool options will get disappeared. Now this tool options will never come. Now here you can see that the properties of that circle which we have drawn are displayed. Just have a look. The depth, amount, blend method, that is composite, outline color, these all things are displayed here. Now if I want to change anything, I can change the properties from here of that color. Then here you can see so many circles. Am I right? One light green color circle is given in the center of the circle. This light green color indicates the position of the object. If I want to change the position of the circle, I have to click here and then drag this circle. Okay. On page number 28, these all are known as duck handle or simply duck. On page number 28, the different colors which indicates different thing is given. So first is light green color. It is used to change the position of the object that you learned just now. Then comes orange color. Okay. Now how to remove or keep this duck handles, that could be existed from here. This is if I want to remove orange color duck handles, or if I want to remove this. Orange color was vertices, while yellow color was curves. I do not want to change the curves, so I remove this thing. And blue color, this aqua blue, see here, this aqua blue color is used to change the radius of a circle. Okay, so like this way it is. Now this is a awkward software. It's difficult for you to understand also, and for me to teach also little bit. Now one of the awkward thing you have noticed just now, when I change the radius of the circle, the outline remains as it is. It didn't change. Now here outline and circle both are considered as different layers. I come to the topic layers. Here you have to imagine that this is the canvas on which you have not drawn a circle, but you have kept a transparent plastic sheet. On the transparent plastic sheet, a opaque shape of circle is been drawn. So when you keep the transparent plastic sheet with this circle shape, okay, that much part of the background gets hidden. So when you draw each shape is considered as each individual layers. Now I come to this part. This is known as layers panel. In layers panel, two layers are created. See here you can see circle outline layer and circle layer. Suppose if I don't want the outline, then I can remove the tick mark from here, so that layer will go away. Fine. So at present we have got one layer. But remember this thing, here is the layers panel. Then we come to the next shape, and that is square. So I select the square shape. Here again the options related to that square or rectangle will be displayed. This is actually known as a rectangle and not as a square. So now I draw the rectangle. Okay. Now after drawing the rectangle, if I want to change the color of this rectangle, how will I be able to change? So I will have to select that shape from transform tool. Now here from this params panel, that is properties panel, I can change the color of that square. For example, I want to do it aqua blue or blue, and the color will get changed. Another thing is, from here you can even change the transparency of that shape. Just see. Now here we will not consider it as a shape, but we will call it a layer. Now just now I told you that this green color is used to change the position of the shape, but in square I cannot change the position of the square. The this is a defective software. There are so many drawbacks of this software. To change the position, this tool is not working. Okay, fine. Now after that, I come to the next part before teaching you the star tool. Okay, or I will teach you the star tool first, then I will go to this topic. Now I select the star tool. In the star tool, suppose I don't want to keep the outline line, I press Ctrl Z, because as I told you just now, later on I will not be able to do any editing. This thing will get disappeared. So now I select the star tool. Okay, star, I will keep it between this shape. Now I will select the transform tool. Here I would like to explain you the meaning of this different colors. Light green color is used to move the position of an object. Blue color, that is aqua blue, is used to change the radius of the circle. Now in star, here the petals will get bigger by this light blue, and this inner light blue will change the inner part of that star. So it can become like an hexagon also. Okay. Now to rotate the star, this dark blue color duck handle or nod is given. If I rotate like this way, the star will get rotated. This is very useful. If you want to create an animation in which the star is rotating and going from one corner to another, you will have to use this tool. Now, next thing is, suppose I want to increase the number of petals here. Okay, here by default there are 5 petals, but I want to make it 6. Then from here I can change. Just observe, I can make it 8 also. So, params panel is used to change the properties of any shape. Fine, then we come to the next tool, and this tool is known as gradient tool. Okay. Now in this thing, that is, what is it known as, tool options menu. Here different types of gradients will be available as soon as I choose the gradient tool: linear, radial, conical and spiral. From that I select linear. The two colors which I have selected are blue and pink. Now I create a gradient. Gradient is also a layer. You can see here different layers are getting added. Okay. So a gradient with these two colors is selected, and under this layer the other layers or shapes got hidden. Okay. Fine. Now another type of gradient I will teach you, that is radial gradient. I keep the same color scheme, no problem. This is radial thing. Now with the help of this radial tool, I can change this thing. See, I can increase the amount of pink. Especially the students who are good at drawing, it is a very interesting software. You can create good quality of animations here. Fine. Thereafter we come to the next type of gradient, and that is conical. I change the color now. Okay, this is conical effect. The last type is spiral. So you can create a spiral effect like this way. Now I can also change this thickness, okay, that is the radius, by dragging from here. Just see. Okay, I can change the position, radius, everything, or I can rotate this also. Just see. I can rotate both the things and create a beautiful animation using all these tools. Now I click on Ctrl N and open another this thing, because that layer is filled up with so many layers. Now the next shape which I have to teach you is known as polygon tool. Polygon tool is used to create a uneven shape like this way. How to end the polygon tool? You have to click here and the thing will get ended. Very simple thing. Then you can also, after finish the drawing, you can even change these nodes, okay, and change the shape like this way. Fine. Then a little bit similar tool which is known as blind tool. How to use the blind tool? It's little bit similar to the previous one and little bit different also. To end it, I have to give a right click here and loop blind, okay, and the blind will get end. If you don't click on loop, right click and loop blind, then it will go on and on, it will not end. Fine. Now I click on this tool, so you can see this color is filled. Now you may be thinking there is no difference between blind tool and the polygon tool, but there is a vast difference between both of them. Here you get these nodes or duck handles from where you can do this type of thing. Here the edges were pointed, while here you get this option, okay, and you can change this thing according to your requirement and create the desired shape. Fine. Now next is draw tool. With the help of draw tool, like a pencil, you can draw and shape, and the color will be filled on its own. Then this is the width tool. This is fill tool. With the help of fill tool, you can fill any color in the shape you like. For example, I select yellow color, okay, and I can fill that color. Thereafter comes the eyedrop tool. For example, I have filled a awkward color here, okay, and I want to copy the same color in this shape. Now I have forgotten the shade. Then how will I copy? For that purpose, I can use the eyedrop tool. Before that, I will have to select this shape. So I have selected this shape. Now I click eyedrop tool. I click here, so that yellow color will be filled in my brush, and then I select the fill tool and fill it in the other shape. So that was eyedrop tool. This is sketch tool. Sketch tool is different. How it is different than this draw tool? With the help of this pencil, sketch tool, whatever you draw, it will not fill color inside it. It will just create the outline. Then this is zoom tool, okay, zoom app, zoom tool, right? Fine. So this many toolbars I have completed. I am planning to complete this chapter in 1 or 2 minutes. Fine. So here these 5 tools are given. First one is transform tool, second one is smooth move tool, scale tool, rotate tool, and mirror tool. Now if I say, you will not believe, but it's very funny that all these 5 tools are same. Okay, I am removing these layers at present. For example, with this tool I was able to move this circle, am I right? With this move tool also I will be able to do the same thing. It's very funny. With this scale tool also I will be able to do the same thing. Just observe. There is no difference, only the shape of the cursor changes. With this rotate tool, suppose I try to rotate, nothing will happen. In some features, some ways, this software is very funny and awkward, but the author or authors of your textbook are genius, so they have introduced this software. Hardly anybody in the world uses this software. Mirror tool also doesn't work, just see. Okay, fine. Now we come to this part. From here you can change the opacity. If you remember, just now I had selected one shape, that is rectangle, and I had changed the opacity from the param panels. But before you draw the shape, and if you want to change this thing, then either you can click on the colors and change the transparency, or from here you can change the transparency. Then this is clam. From here you can choose the different things. Just now don't touch this thing, leave it as it is. So here I have finished chapter number 2. Now you all students are supposed to practice all these things. The setup file, the link to download the setup file of this software is kept in the description of chapter number 2 part 1 video. Kindly download it from there and practice this thing, because next chapter also I may take one video lecture only to complete the second chapter also. I will not take 2 videos for that. So first, if you have not understood the thing, watch this video twice, thrice, but understand all these things, because from next lecture I will go a little bit fast. I may take one video to complete each chapter from now. Thank you. Goodbye.